Our next speaker is the Career and Technology Department Head at Commerce High School. In this role, he mentors and supports other CAT instructors on campus. He also leads the robotics program in addition to teaching digital media business law and civics. His professionalism, work ethic, and ability to develop strong relationships with students consistently generates a positive impact on campus. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present Mr. Earvin Larry.
Earvin, you just tell me next slide, sir.
Next slide. I sure
I will
will.
advance.
Thank you. We're going to put that first one up, please. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? It's great to be here with you all. Vance is one of the most thorough people that I know. 2 months ago, he said, you know, we're having an event on the 29th. Can you make it? And I hate to say no to him. He's taking so good care of our program. So I said, you know what, I will be there. I'll be prepped, and I will do the best I can. Not one to really talk a lot about myself or my program, but I think you all should realize the impact that the funding that AFA gets, how it ends up getting to the kids and what it allows them to do. I spent 20 years in the Air Force working on planes and aerospace ground equipment, working as an IG, working as a police officer, and I got to see a good broad spectrum of how the Air Force works and how it develops people. And I went in as a teenager and left as a guy in his late 30s, and that became really who I am. And so I just brought that mindset into the high school because our kids are very capable and they need to be challenged to do so. Next slide. And so Commerce Tigers in Motion is our robotics team. I was asked and recruited by my superintendent to start the program in 2016. No money, it would come later, but they said if you talk to AFA, they might help you. And so I went to talk to Colonel Vance and two amazing gentlemen, Tom Bailey and Lieutenant Colonel Larry Ratliff. And they said, you know what, we want to help you, but bring us a presentation. We did it, and impressively, they said, normally we wait a few weeks, but we like it, we'll write you a check right now, $5,000. And that's what got our program going. Next one. And so that is Larry and that is Tom. They are no longer with us, but the seeds they planted in our program has borne amazing results. That's our very first robotics team. 6th grade students decided to follow me down this path. Next slide. And so we dedicated our robotics lab to Larry Ratliff. Him and his wife Heidi are just two amazing people. They love kids, they love STEM, and they love contributing to the success of our kids. Actually, Heidi has established a $1,200 scholarship that we award every year to a deserving student. Next slide. And so over the years, we had to grow. And I had to get the kids to believe, you know what, you can accomplish things, you can be good, you can actually be great. But it took a while for that. And so 3 years later, we actually won our first robotic contest. And that's where the climb up the mountain started. Next slide. And so from there, we grew more. We got other students, and they began to accept the challenge of becoming technically competent. We went head to head with Skyline High School in Dallas. Raise your hand if you know about Skyline High School. Powerful 5A high school. And little 3A Commerce went head to head in the robotic contest, and we beat them. Once we did that, that opened up the eyes to who they could possibly be. And this is in 2021. Next slide. And then from there, same team, next year we grew more. Had a chance to qualify for state, and when we went to Houston, went head to head with the top teams in 3A. We won our first state championship. From there, we qualified for nationals, went to nationals in Council Creek, Iowa, and won. We actually got 3rd place in the competition, but won 1st place in the drone competition. So the kids were growing and really benefiting from the funding that AFA helped get to us, and we could buy the equipment, get the workshop going, and really help us out. Next slide. And that's when the success really started to happen. As we developed a core group of kids who really understood robotics and were willing to put in work. I have a slogan that I use: what is your top end? What is your top end? How good can you really be? You don't really know, because you never push yourself that far. And so I push myself hard every day. They push themselves hard. We were able to get our 2nd state championship in 2023. Next slide. And so at that point, they get hungry. At that point, they like the recognition. At that point, they don't want to quit anymore because they know how good they can be. 23, we did a back-to-back state championship, which was amazing. Amazing. Next slide. And again, every year Vance calls me, all right, Earvin, we got some extra money. I'm gonna bring you by a check. And I'm like, I'll wait you at the door, my man. It's about every year. This picture's pretty special. I would tell my kids about my military career, and I get to know each other's sessions. Tell me a truth about you and a lie. And one of my truths was, I babysat the space shuttle. They're like, that's a lie, there's no way you can do that. Well, yeah, I babysat the space shuttle. When the space shuttle launches from Florida, it goes up, does its thing, lands in California, it doesn't fly back. They put it on the back of a 747 and they fly back. One of those places, if they run the turbulence, they landed at Dias, and so when they land, it was my job to get secured, get the crew off, get them to the hotel, and I actually babysat the space shuttle 3 times. We took them to NASA in Houston, they saw it, and they were in awe that this actually, it was a great enhancement experience for them. Next. And one of the biggest non-talk experiences, qualifying for Worlds. 28,000 robotic teams in the world. The top 800 get selected for Worlds, and Commerce has done it 3 times. About the money to buy the stuff to get the kids what they need. Out of the top 800, we placed 124. We got to the Sweet 16 round. So 124 in the world, not too bad. And this really never happens. Who three-peats in anything, especially in Texas? In Texas, right? We three-peated at the 3A level in robotics. Back-to-back state championships. So very proud of my kids. They worked extremely hard, and I just tried to get them money and drive the bus. And some of our kids, when they move on from STEM in our school, this is where they go. And this is what they do. And again, it comes from the initial $5,000 comes to this. Next. I really want to read this because this kind of sums up everything. From humble beginnings, Commerce Tigers in Motion has become a world-class, globally recognized robotics program. We provided incredible growth opportunities for our students. This would have been impossible without the generous, consistent support from the AFA Chapter 416. Personally, I've been awarded Teacher of the Year and given several opportunities for professional growth. Going forward, we have plans to expand our drone program, the VEX manufacturing engineering platform, C+ programming, the use of the Raspberry Pi platform for our students, establishing a middle school robotics program, which we've already done. We started this year. It is off and running. And we thank Almighty God for His grace over the years. We thank AFA, their sponsors, their donors, and their vision of seeing how CHS students' lives could be improved through their involvement. We, the Commerce Tigers in Motion team, extend our heartfelt thanks and appreciation for your support, and we'll continue to do our best to make you proud.